Good evening, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. So today we are going to talk about Maharashtra CET LLB, the top colleges that you can target through the examination. What is the cutoff and how are these colleges compared to the other colleges, right? So when we talk about the law entrance examination, the 5-year LLB program, the most preferred exam is CLAT, of course, because like you have NLUs, right? These are the top institutes in the country. These are like IITs for law aspirants. And then there are some other examinations also which may not have those great colleges, but still there are some colleges which are much better than some of the new NLUs. Okay, for example, in ALET you get NLU Delhi. Okay, similarly, there is an examination called Maharashtra CET LLB. Although it's a state examination, however, there are like all India seats as well, and there are some of the institutes like GIC Mumbai, ILS, right? These are some top institutes which are comparable to some of the old NLUs and better than many of the NLUs. Okay, so this is one examination you should also keep in your radar. If you are preparing for other examinations, this is also you can opt for, because we know that at times we are not certain of things, right? What if CLAT does not go well? Okay, there should be a B plan. And anyway, writing an examination gives you a good experience. Okay, hence you should target this examination also. Okay, now it's a as I said, it's a state-based examination, good for Maharashtra candidates because most of the seats are reserved for Maharashtra candidates. All India seats are also there, and it is you just have to have 45%, at least 45% in class 12. That is the eligibility for this examination. Okay, now the examination registrations are on. Earlier, they were supposed to end on 7th of April. Okay, but they have extended the dates, right? So the last day for submission of applications is 27th April now. So if you are not yet registered and still want to register for this examination, you can register for the same. The date of examination is 10th of June. Okay, and hall tickets will be available from 24th May onwards. Okay, so you have enough time to prepare for the examination, the last minute preparation bit if you talk about, and it will also serve as like if you are going to appear for different examination, this could give you a practice sort of thing that you sit in an examination and how it feels to appear in the examination. So that is the tentative date of the examination. It might change as well. Okay, and the applications are open till 27th of April. Uh, yeah, so if it is like the COVID scene, so maybe that can get postponed as well. Now, what is the eligibility criteria for different sections, right? So if you are an open category, EWS, OMS, SEBC, then the criteria is 45%, right? And if you belong to VJ, SBC, OBC from Maharashtra, 42%, and SC and ST from Maharashtra, 40%. Okay, so these are different, the criteria for different categories. Okay, and so if you are a fresher, right, let's say you are just appearing in that class 12th examination, so you can still apply. Some students think that they need class 12 marks, so one cannot apply. Even if you are appearing in class 12, you can apply the examination and write the examination, provided you are able to produce the degree or certificate and mark sheet at the time of admission. Okay, so examination is June, admission will be somewhere in July, August types, right? So by that time, if you are able to produce that degree certificate, you can appear for the examination. Okay, so if even if you are appearing 12th, you can uh, apply for the examination. There is no upper age limit. Okay, so even if you have passed long back, see, law is something anyone could pursue, right? Even if I want to appear for the examination, I want to take admission, even a 60-year-old writes the examination, wants to pursue LLB, can do so by writing the examination. There are several people who are very senior in pursuing law, right? So there is no upper age limit, but yes, most of the aspirants are obviously class 12th pass outs, okay, because those are the ones who are entering into their career, okay. Now, one good thing about this is that the fees is not very high, right? Unlike CLAT and ALET, where the application fee are 4,000, 3,000, okay, quite expensive forms. Okay, so this is quite less as compared to that. Okay, so you just have like if you are open category EWS outside Maharashtra state, JNK migrant, the fees is just 800, right? Much less compared to other law entrance examinations like CLAT and ALET. And if someone belongs to other categories from Maharashtra, SC, ST categories, so the fees is 600. Okay, so that is the fee structure. Okay, now this is the structure of the examination. It contains 150 questions to be done in 2 hours, and like all other examinations, most of the examinations have 5 sections, right? They might have different names for them, and if you generally see that mathematical aptitude has very less weight. Even in CLAT, you have just 15 questions of mathematics, right? So here you have 10 questions on mathematics and 30 questions on English, 30 on GK with current affairs. Now it is mixed of both, right? So GK is it could be static plus current affairs. So in static, they might ask questions from history, they might ask geography, they might ask Indian polity, Indian judicial system, so those kind of questions. Legal aptitude and legal reasoning, there are 40 questions. And now again, it is like it keeps on changing. For example, last year there were questions on legal reasoning plus knowledge. Okay, they did ask about some different articles related to the constitution. Those things were asked. Okay, but prior to that year in 2020, they had no questions on legal knowledge. So that was pure reasoning. So still mostly it will be reasoning based questions, right? So reasoning is like they give you facts and principles. They give you some facts and then principles. So you have to read that and understand that and answer the question. So that is a standard question type, and you do get a lot of questions of that type. And like since you are preparing for other examinations, you must have practiced those as well in your preparation thing, right? So that is the structure. And you have logical and analytical reasoning, which contains 40 questions. It has questions from different topics like puzzles, blood relations, syllogisms, coding, decoding, etc. Okay. Yeah, so there is no negative marking, right? So that was the number of questions. These are the other things, that the examination is of 2 hours, 120 minutes, 150 questions. Okay, there is no sectional timing. You can switch between the sections, right? It's a computer based test. Okay, it is a computer based test. Okay, not a paper based test. And there is +1 mark for every correct answer and no negative marking. So you should try to get for you can try to go for your flukes as well. Okay, although not all questions, but let us say you have done 110 questions correctly, and now you know that okay, 40 questions, let me just mark randomly, that you can do. Okay, medium is English and Marathi because it's a state based examination of Maharashtra. Okay, it's a computer based test, not pen paper, right? So you need to practice, like for example, CLAT is now pen paper based, right? So this is online test, and 120 minutes, 150 questions. Now, if we talk about the top colleges through MH-CET, this examination, the top two colleges, which you can call as tier 1 colleges. Right? Tier 1 colleges means that among, let us say, 20-25 colleges in the country, there are two colleges that can be categorized as tier 1 colleges. Government Law College Mumbai, GLC Mumbai. You must have heard of this institute, right? Definitely among top 10 institutes in the country, and you see the alumni base, right? You see many of uh, the chief justices are alumnus of this institute. Okay, so a very rich college based out of Mumbai. Now, one thing that you must consider while choosing a college is that one is that of course the age of the college, another thing is location, right? So if you are if the college is based out of Mumbai, so you have good opportunities. You can intern in if especially if you are targeting, let us say, corporate law, right? So there are many students who want to pursue a career in the field of corporate law, right? So Mumbai is the hub, right? So you get a lot of corporates, you can get good internship opportunities. Okay, so this is the topmost college that you can target through this. Again, there is ILS. Okay, Pune, again, that is debatable. Some people consider that okay, ILS is doing good. It is better than GLC, comparable to GLC. I would say that both these colleges are quite decent. Okay, and if you want to know the we want to know more about these institutes, right? The exact thing what is happening. See, sometimes what happens is some colleges might be doing very good lately, and they might tend to overtake some other college in the coming years. So, what I would request is you should make network with the recent graduates. Okay, so make network with recent graduates, or rather, I would say alumni and current students. Talk to those people. Okay, nowadays you have a lot of opportunities in social media. You can find these people on LinkedIn, because in LinkedIn it's a social network platform wherein people do mention about their institutes where they study from. Especially you do get people from these institutes present on LinkedIn, so you can connect with those people, identify the trends that are happening. Okay, so we can just tell that okay, these are the top colleges, but what is happening currently, maybe what last year ILS did very good, okay, as compared to GLC Mumbai. So there will always be debates at some places, so you can talk to these people, talk to recent graduates, talk to current students, how are the scenario, how are the studies going on, right? How are the present teachers, right? So all those things you will get to know from these people, right? They are the best advocates, right? They can tell you the right picture, they can tell the true picture. See, what you see in the news, you read feedbacks, that is something that may not be from the students. Okay, they might be from the colleges. See, every college says that we are the best, and sometimes these rankings tend to differ as well. So that is something that you can find out through networking. Then, if you talk about tier 2 colleges, which are not as great as these ones, but still good ones, then you have SVKM's Pravin Gandhi College, again located in Mumbai. Then D.E.S. Navalmal Firodia College of Law, that is Ferguson, that is in Pune. Okay, so these are again decent colleges that you can target through Maharashtra CET BLLB 5-year program. Okay. Apart from that, there are some other colleges which are okay types. Modern Law College Pune, Mumbai University College of Law Mumbai, and Rizvi Law College Mumbai. So we see that most of these institutes are located in Pune and Mumbai. Okay, so big cities that give you the advantage of exposure to industries. You can get good internships from these institutes. Okay, so they are the things that you need to consider, right? So these are some of the top colleges through this examination. You can explore more about them. As I said, like some of you want to know about the placements and all. Okay, so you need to check those data from the actual students. See, the placement statistics that are shown on the sites and all might not be completely accurate. Sometimes they might be inflated. sometimes what happens is, let us say a person gets a very high placement, right? And that that increases the average overall. Okay, so there are some things that might be not completely known to you. So it's better to connect with the people and uh, understand these things, right? So Narsi Monji College, NMMS, and Bharati Vidyapeeth University, they conduct their own entrance examinations. They are also in Maharashtra. Now, if you talk about the difficulty level of this examination, how this examination fares out, English is quite easy. If you are preparing for other law entrance examinations, especially like ALET, ALET has very difficult English, right? Even CLAT has very good level of English. But if you talk about this examination compared to other examinations, the level of English is easy. So those people who think that okay, their English is not top notch, they are average in English. This is the examination they can target and maybe crack it with a very great score. Then general awareness and current affairs, mix of static and current affairs, moderate. Legal aptitude, legal reasoning, it is easy. They don't ask too much into depth and mostly principle and fact-based questions. And even if a person is not from law background, even if someone has not studied anything in law, can manage to do well in this examination. Okay, so for example, I have appeared in this examination twice, right? Once I got All India rank 24, once I got 37, right? I'm not from law background. I have no idea about law, right? I'm good with logical, analytical reasoning, mathematical aptitude. Okay, English is okay. GK and current affairs, okay. Sometimes I read, but this section completely I did based on the reasoning ability, right? Reading the facts, reading the principles, and answering the question. So if your reasoning is sound, your reasoning skills are good, you can do well in this examination. Then logical and analytical reasoning, this is slightly difficult because it has a lot of puzzles and all. So that you can master by practice. Okay, this requires a lot of practice. Do a good number of puzzles, do good number of questions on blood relations, directions, etc. Try to improve your speed in this. Right, this in this section, speed matters. If you are fast at solving puzzles, if you are if you can understand these things well and do them in a faster way, then you can definitely do well in this section. And mathematical aptitude, if we talk about, some people fear mathematics, but that is not the case in this examination. It is easy to moderate. It is not at all difficult. Okay, they ask questions on percentages, basic arithmetic, right? Arithmetic plus some geometry and all, not so difficult one. So last year, if we talk about out of 150, the top score was 139. Okay. So people generally score very high in this examination. You can see that the topper scores somewhere above 135 consistently, like year after year. If you see the results, so that is the score of the top student. So you can get to know that how easy or difficult, how easy the examination must be. Now, these are the cutoffs for 2021, the top colleges that we discussed. See, GLC, now you can see from the cutoff itself, right? That gives you a picture that GLC is more preferred over ILS, right? Definitely, that's why the cutoffs are higher than that. Okay, so GLC, the cutoff for general category has been 118 plus. Okay, and it is somewhere in this range, right? 150 to 115 to 120 is the cutoff for GLC Mumbai. Okay, so for every year. Now it depends on the paper, right? Sometimes the paper turns out to be easy. It might go as high as 118 or 119. And if it is slightly difficult, maybe 112, 113 would be the cutoff. So that definitely depends on the level of difficulty of the paper. Okay, so you should not be worrying about the cutoff at this stage, right? Just give your best in your preparation and do the best possible in the examination. The cutoffs and all will be known to you only after you appear for the examination, right? So this shows you the since if you want to know the ranking wise, so this is how, and this is how you get the the rankings, right? So GLC is the top rated one. That gives you a picture, right? So if the highest cutoff is for GLC, that means that it is the most preferred institute. Then followed by ILS, then SVKM Pravin Gandhi College, Rizvi, University of Mumbai, and Sri Navalmal Firodia Law College. So these are the top 5-6 colleges that you can target through this. So if you are preparing for CLAT 23, we have launched a comprehensive combo course, right, to help you get into your dream NLUs. And this course is launched, it was launched yesterday on April 15th, and it will end on February 2023. It's a 10 months duration course, okay, and there will be 200 plus classes, and it's a combo course. It will cover the syllabus for all examinations like CLAT and other law entrance examinations, ALET, Maharashtra CT, SLAT, Jamia Millia, etc. Okay, so it is not only just that just for CLAT, but for other law entrance examinations. Okay, uh, so there will be non-CLAT classes that will be that like there will be classes for CLAT specific and non-CLAT specific exams as well. Okay. Yes, so date of the examination is 10th June. I told you that date is 10 June and application is till 27th of April. So cutoff I discussed, right? 118 was the cutoff last year, so that's the cutoff was the cutoff for Maharashtra CT 2021, right? So that will vary depending on the difficulty level of the paper. So in this course, we'll give 50 plus full-length mock tests that will also include previous year papers for different examinations. There'll be topic test, and the mentors are people from NLU alumni. Okay, so Surajit sir and others, those who have been part of NLUs, they would be guiding you. Okay, and it will also include doubt sessions. And we have All India Mega Mock for ALET, which is live today. Okay, and it will end at on April 18 at 11:55 a.m. If you have not taken this, you should definitely go and take this test, right? So it will give you a mock experience for ALET, and you will be able to identify the strategy. Where do you stand as compared to the other participants? Okay. So if you have not appeared for this examination, you can just appear on this. It is available on our app and website, right? So do go and attempt this. It's free, of course. You do not have to pay anything for this. Okay, so please do take this test. That will give you an idea that how good your preparation level is and how do you stand as compared to other participants. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. I hope you got some information about the top colleges through Maharashtra CET LLB. Okay, so as I said that yet you should target NLUs first, right? That's the top priority. But you should have a plan B as well. Right? You should have a backup plan as well. Let us say, unfortunately, you are not able to do good in CLAT. So then what? So this is one of the backup plans, and there are some decent institutes that you can target through this examination. Okay. All right. So thanks for watching this video. Have a great day ahead. Goodbye.